In this video, I'm going to be showing you the top 5 best solo investments you can make in GTA Online. Now, that isn't necessarily the top 5 best ways to earn money. That is a different list. This is more like 5 things that are really going to help you out as a solo player. Some of them will include good ways to earn money or things that will help you make money faster. Or in my opinion, the 5 things you need the most as a solo player. Now, this video is basically going to be the very basics. So there's not going to be any sort of Mark II oppressors that cost $8 million or deluxos or Turadas because you don't really need those. Now, before I get started with today's video, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you don't miss out on any more future content. I'm on the road to 2K subs. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get on with the video. So coming in at number 5, the 5th most important thing I think you need if you're a solo player, and that is accommodation or personal quarters. It doesn't matter what business you have. If you have accommodation, you're going to save a lot of time, ultimately making you more money. Now, if I'm at the top of the map and I really want to go to my nightclub, then it's going to take so long just to get there. It's literally at the bottom of the map. So I'd be losing time, ultimately losing myself money. But instead, I could change my spawn location to nightclub and then leave the lobby, and it will automatically take me to my nightclub in less than about 15 seconds. Now, if you play with friends, it's probably not the best thing to get personal quarters because you don't want to keep swapping lobbies all the time, having to invite your friends to those lobbies. But when you're playing solo, it doesn't matter. You can just leave and rejoin a new invite-only lobby, because I know most people do play in invite-only sessions, especially now you can do sell missions in invite-only sessions, so it just makes sense. And you need to use your time effectively, so you don't want to be wasting time driving around the map constantly for no reason whatsoever when you can just change your spawn location and go to the place you want to go in less than about 20 seconds. Now, this next one you would be silly not to have. In at number 4 is the Kosatka. The reason this isn't higher on the list is because it's had so many nerfs, so many, but you can still earn around $1 million in an hour, and then another 3 hours later you can earn another $1 million just from this business property. I think just about everybody knows how good the Kosatka is, and especially for a solo player, because you can do this heist solo. It also gives you the option, if you sit down in this chair here, and it also gives you the option to fast travel to any part of the sea, basically around the map. If you've never done the heist before, then it's going to cost you $10,000, so that isn't worth it. But once you've completed the heist once, it's only $2,000. It's a pretty good way to get around the map. If you don't own a Kosatka already, you won't be able to go onto the Warstock cash and carry and just buy it. You need to unlock it, and to unlock it you have to come to the casino, go round the back round here and head into these doors. Head to this woman here and purchase an entry fee, and then head downstairs down this spiral a staircase and go talk to that man sitting right there. Once you talk to him, he's going to tell you that you need to buy a Kosatka, and then once you go into Warstock cash and carry, it will finally be available to purchase for around $2.2 million, but you'll definitely earn that back in no time. Now, coming in at number 3, the third best investment you can make is this Sparrow. Now, the Sparrow is essential when it comes to buying the Kosatka, so it kind of links in with it because you can store it in the Kosatka, which will help you dramatically when it comes to speeding up the process of completing all the setup missions for Cayo Perico. But that isn't the only reason why it's on this list. I believe it's the second fastest weaponized helicopter in the entire game, just behind the weaponized Canada, but it's way better than the weaponized Canada, especially for only the price of $1.8 million. But bear in mind, you do need to own the Kosatka to buy this. You have to actually click on the Kosatka, then go down to Moon Pool Vehicles and buy the Sparrow from there. It doesn't come with machine guns, but it does come with rockets. Pretty good rockets as well. And even if you don't want to grind Cayo Perico, it's still a very good vehicle to help you get around the map, complete any business. If you go to your interaction menu, go to services, then go down to Kosatka, you can actually request your Sparrow and it will literally spawn right next to you. This is going to save you a lot of time and going to make grinding your businesses so much faster. Some people actually prefer the Sparrow over the Mark II oppressor because it is faster. Right, let's get into the second most important investment as a solo player. I must say, before I actually do say which one it is, this list doesn't include any weapons, and the reason for that is because it's purely subjective. You could use any weapon, for example a micro SMG, and it's one-shot headshot. I really just got run over there. Or a special carbine Mark II. Again, it's each to their own when it comes to the weapons, so for that reason I'm not going to be including any weapons in this list. But coming in at number 2 is the agency. What an incredible business for a solo player. It's literally tailored to the solo player. For starters, you have security contracts. These are going to give you on average $50,000 per contract, and they take between 2 to 5 minutes to complete, and they're really fun. You have the wall safe, which gives you $500 for every 5 security contracts you complete. So if I've completed 10, then I'll gain $1,000 every single GTA day. You also have the Dr. to Dre contract, which is going to give you $1 million per every time you complete it. And it takes around an hour and 15 minutes. Maybe completing it a couple times might get a little bit boring, but it's still a good way to earn money. You have your own armory where you can buy all your own weapons and literally like your own ammunition and armor from here. It doesn't get much better than that. Only actually does because you have your own vehicle workshop where you can use Imani Tech vehicles. If you don't know what they are, I am going to be making a video on Imani Tech very soon. I'm assuming you guys already do know what they are. They have been in the game a very long time. Basically an upgrade to your car which can make it stronger and faster. For example, the Virtue is an Imani Tech car. If you do want to buy an agency, you need to go to Dynasty 8 and then your agencies are here. It doesn't matter which one you get, they all do the same thing. It's purely up to you. Even the locations are pretty similar, so it doesn't matter. And coming in at the number 1 spot, the most important thing to have as a solo player, in my opinion, is actually the arcade. Well, something inside the arcade, not so much the arcade itself. I think some of you know where I'm going with this, but if you head downstairs, put a coin in her, wait for it to open the doors. Come on, thank you. Head down these creepy stairs, and it's actually the control terminal. If anyone doesn't know what this is, well, I've just made your day. If you're a solo player, that doesn't get any better than this. Instead of zooming around the map trying to fill up all your businesses, you can do them all from here. Now, I'm on a different account, which is why I have so many of these locked. But on my main account, I can literally control all my businesses from this same place. If I want to source a vehicle, then I can. Basically, anything you can do when you're actually at your businesses, you can do right here. It's going to save you a hell of a lot of time. And ultimately, saving time on this game makes you money. It really doesn't get better than the control terminal. It does come with a bit of a price though, because you need an arcade, which I'm not sure what the cheapest arcade is. I think it's around $1.5 million. And then the control terminal itself, I believe, is around $1.5 million as well. So it's definitely not cheap, but like I said, it's one of the best investments you can definitely get. And that's it for this video. If it's helped you out, please subscribe. We're on the road to 2K subs. Also, if you think there's anything I've missed, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.